This week's Nintendo Switch eShop sale has some heavy hitters from AAA to indie, so today going to be running you through 10 of my favourite discounts covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now as always as well, we do have two winners coming up later in the video for two $10 eShop gift cards, and then I also have two more to give away in next Saturday's video. You enter by dropping a comment down below. Alright, with that, subscribe if you enjoy the video, it supports the channel a huge amount, and yeah, let's get straight into it. First up, we have Hades, a game many consider the king of the roguelike genre. Now in this one, you're going to be on a mission of rebellion, working to escape the underworld. Now what that entails is blasting through multiple locations, taking down tough enemies and even tougher bosses. Expect though to experiment with weapons, build up your character and then die again. It's topped off then with stunning audio and visual design as well, and then thankfully a sequel is on the way. It's currently in Steam Early Access, and with this original entry, very few issues aside from a few frame rate wobbles, though I am going to say here they are few and far between, so do not let that concern you. You can check out my full review in the pinned comment, but right now this is 60% off a new low price. Next up is Air Twister, and this is a rail shooter by the legend developer Yu Suzuki. Now here assume the role of Princess Arch and help defend a homeworld Air from invasion by the Vanguard. It's similar to his work on the Space Harrier series, meaning expect a ton of enemies and challenging boss encounters along this journey. Now weapons wise, expect a homing missile crossbow kind of thing, as well as power-ups and special moves, and yeah, I enjoyed it personally. It was a little short for the price point in my opinion, but this discount of 50% off makes it well worth it, and that right here is a new low price. Additionally, the soundtrack is a winner, and there's other modes to keep you coming back, such as turbo mode and boss rush modes. Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons is back, matching the low price with 40% off. This is a unique spin on the series as it mashes up classic elements with roguelite features. Now surprisingly, I do think it actually works well, and the best part about the roguelite mechanics is I know it may put some people off, but it's actually not necessarily invasive, and that is thanks to the options menu where you can bypass most of them. Now the concept here basically revolves around your character dying, and then you have the choice to either pay for revival or walk away with the cash you've accumulated to purchase additional items and characters. Now I will admit at this point it will lead to a grind if you want to unlock absolutely everything, but it's definitely a fun collection of levels to keep on going over. Now if you are concerned, watch my review in the pinned comment, but I do want to note, since then the game received a free update which actually added online multiplayer, something I still need to check out myself. A quick self-plug then, do remember to check out Game Corner. I'm going to be linking that in the pinned comment. It's one of our other channels. It's long-form content, me playing through sections or even full games on all platforms. Now right now, I'm slowly chipping away at Elden Ring. Part 1 for that just dropped, but I expect to see tons of Switch games over there as well. A unique one I've been diving into is a game called Scars of Mars. But yeah, look, if you haven't already, maybe take a peek, and now on with the video. UnMetal is a gem that you shouldn't miss, especially with this 75% off, which is a new low price. Now this game is a love letter to the early days of Metal Gear Solid, topped off then with a fantastic sense of humour. Now in UnMetal, you step into the shoes of Jesse Fox, a character wrongfully imprisoned and accused of a crime he didn't commit. Your mission now, escape by any means necessary. This is then backed up by fantastic gameplay, a combination of stealth and I guess just all-out action, and then the visual and the audio design, that is just top quality too. I really can't recommend this game enough, and it actually will feature on a top list coming to the channel this week. SHINOBI non GRATA then is a must-play if you're a fan of games like Ninja Gaiden. The story is surprisingly more involved as well than you might expect. It centers around a clan that is allied with demons to destroy the government, and your role here is to thwart their plans. The game is challenging, I'll put that out there immediately, but it is enhanced with modern features like the ability to switch between 7 different weapons. My only real issue is it basically lacks any replay value. You know, there's just not a huge amount of content to return to once you have eventually completed it. Check out my review in the pinned comment, but right now it's 20% off and that matches the low price. Fashion Police Squad is currently 45% off, matching its lowest price ever. This was actually a surprise hit for me. It's a first-person shooter that leans into a sense of humor, and basically we exist in a city where fashion is everything, and your job is to help those in dire need, from individuals with suits that are too big to people committing the cardinal sin of wearing socks with sandals. Now the game shines with its creativity, boasting weapons that do address specific fashion challenges. So for example, a goblin gun that collects up socks, while a sewing machine that tightens up baggy suits. And there's plenty more weapons where they came from as well, but you'll also get a whip that allows you to swing all over the place for traversal. Plus there's a special move where you slap people into looking decent at an extremely high speed. And the story, we are investigating the current, let's say, surge in fashion related crimes. And yeah, look, it's for sure quirky, but overall good fun, and I do love the throwback visual style as well. Sang is our first winner of the week then, who highlighted Metroid Prime. Great deal, and it's still live for a few more days if you're in the US or Canada. Congrats on the win though, email me for the code. Everyone else then, I do have a second winner coming up here shortly in the video. YOHANE, the PARHELION Blazing the Deep Blue, is a relatively recent release. It's now available at 30% off, that's a new low price. And although I don't really know much about the character, they've been dropping games quickly. There's been 2 releases recently. The other was a fantastic deck building game. This title, however, is an action platformer with a touch of Metroidvania as well. And what sets it apart is its unique supporting cast, because throughout your adventure, you can call upon various characters, each offering their own unique moves and skills to assist you. And this definitely adds a unique layer of strategy. Check out my review in the pinned comments, but yeah, walked away wanting just to investigate the series more, and that's by far the biggest compliment I could give it. Guardian's Demon Purge gets a new low price of 45% off. I personally enjoyed this one. It's an action platformer game reminiscent of classic Castlevania with its gothic style, so yeah, I think that unique blend of Castlevania's atmosphere with the quirky world of Gaiden combined. Now, if you do pick up this one, you'll be following 2 sisters on a mission to break a curse. And yeah, the storyline is actually decent, with a decent sized cast to meet along the way. My main issue with this one, however, was the game attempts to extend its runtime by making you repeat levels, and that feels extremely cheap. Find my full review in the pinned comments. Metroid Dread is currently available at a new low price, 33% off. While I did occasionally find the insta-deaths frustrating as you're hunted throughout the game, it is a minor issue in what is otherwise a fantastic entry for the series, just hands down. In fact, it was one of the top games for me at 2021. Now here you're going to be investigating a mysterious transmission leading to a journey where you acquire new abilities and unravel the game's storyline. It was a day one buy from me, and at this price I think it is a steal. I do want to note as well, at time of recording the sale is ending in the UK, EU and Australia, so you won't see it featured at the top of the screen because we're talking a couple of hours remaining. However, for those in the UK, game do have the physical edition for only 20 quid. That is a bargain, and I did check when this video went live, that was very much still in stock. Stev then made the wise decision to pick up the incredible Darkest Dungeon, roll on the sequel next month as well. Congrats on the win, email me for the code, and everyone else drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. Dave the Diver then is our final game in the sale, available at a new low price, 30% off. Now to be honest, I wasn't instantly drawn in, but I ended up really enjoying this one. The game also features some unique crossover content with Dredge and Godzilla, of course, though that is paid additional content. It is just though an interesting game overall to describe because it's such a unique mix. It's an adventure RPG with a mixed gameplay elements, it's deep sea diving by daytime, sushi, restaurant management by night. I would initially recommend checking out a full review for this one. As I said, it's incredibly unique. But yeah, can't name another game quite like it, really enjoyed it, and then it's topped off with a stunning audio-visual presentation. And that is the video done. Will you be checking out any of these games? Let us know in the comments. If you do have any recommendations of your own right now as well, it's a big sale. Would love to hear those too. With that then, a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. That helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.